Okay. All right, so for these first three, it says determine the most efficient method for the given system of equations. That does not mean you need to find a solution for all of these. That means just figure out which method is the best. We talked about this last Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and you should have some pink notes in your notebook to help you with these first three. All right, moving on to 2. There's 4 problems on number 2. It says determine the solution for each of the given graphs. Are you going to use stat edit? No, because it don't ask me for a slope. It don't ask me for a y-intercept. It asks me for a solution. When I'm writing my solutions, it's going to be where the 2 lines cross, the x comma y. Where do the 2 lines cross? Oh, that's my solution, x comma y. Once again, where do the 2 lines cross? However, remember, if the 2 lines do not cross, it could mean that it's really only one line that is the same, which is infinite. Or it could mean that there are 2 lines, but they never, ever, ever, ever gonna cross. So that's no solution. All right, please don't forget about those. All right? All right, number 3, it says, given the system of equations, what would need to be multiplied to the bottom equation in order to eliminate the y? Now, sometimes for these type of equations or problems, there are 2 different ways you can do it. But you have to listen to what they're saying, because they're asking you, what do you need to multiply the bottom equation by? I don't care if you think, oh, it's easier to just multiply the top by this. I don't care. Because the answer is going to be, what do you need to multiply the bottom equation by? And on this one, we're not going to probably be eliminating the x's. We're going to be eliminating the y's. All right? So figure out what if this is a positive 5y, a 0 pair, what would this need to be to make it be a 0 pair? It'd have to be the opposite of this, kind of like the same number but opposite and the same variable. So number 3 should be easy. Number 4, find the solution to the given system of equations using linear combination. Linear combination is the same thing as the elimination method. And this one is an easy one because there's already a 0 pair for you. So please understand the easiest ones is when we already see a 0 pair. Yes, that's negative 1y and a positive 1y will be your 0 pair. Moving on with your life. Number 5, find the solution to the given system. Now, I haven't seen this much this year, thank you, but I just saw it today. Somebody's sitting here thinking, oh, I can add those up, that's 2x. Add those up, that's negative 2y, and then add those up, that's 14. Then they start playing around with this. No. It's called elimination method for a reason, because something has to get eliminated for us to use this method. So that's not going to work. There is no 0 pair, so you need to create one. This one's one of the easy ones where this kind of looks like it's already a 0 pair. So I simply need to multiply by negative 1 to get one of these x's to be a negative x. All right, so for number 5, you're going to be doing that one yourself. It's just one change, but if you change this one, you got to change this one, and you got to change this one by the same number. All right. Now let's move to the back. All right, so number 6, it says the math club and science club had fundraisers to buy supplies for hospice. The math club spent $135 buying 6 cases of Cokes and 1 case of Dr. Pepper. The science club spent $110 buying 4 cases of Cokes and 2 cases of Dr. Pepper. Then it just says write a system of equations that can be used to find C, the cost per case of Coke, and D, the cost per case of Dr. Pepper. So all they want you to do is write the 2 equations. You don't have to solve them. Like for this whole side, 6, 7, 8, and 9, you don't have to solve it. So this one here, if you're thinking about what 2 things are they buying or selling or growing or breeding or something, you guys have to keep, there's a pattern that go with these. There's a pattern. Hopefully you're recognizing it. This one says we got Cokes and Dr. Peppers. Then it gives us a total. The total the math club spent was $135. What did they spend it on? How many of each of the two things? So that's how you're going to set this one up. Think about it. The math club spent $135, that's my total, on how many Cokes plus how many Dr. Peppers. Then we also have the science club. How much did they spend? 110 on what though? How many Cokes plus how many Dr. Peppers? So this is the setup for this system. Alright. Remember, sometimes the setups are different. On number 7, it says a business rents cars for $150 a day and vans for $300 a day. One day, it rented a total of 30 vehicles and made $5,700. Now this one, some people think the setup is like number 6, but it's not. So let me show you what not to do and maybe how you could recognize you did it wrong. This says it's a total of $150. For what though? Does it tell you which two things is a total of 150? Because some people think, oh, I see my totals. We got 150 and 300. But it doesn't really tell you what two things you're buying. And you spent a total of 150 or a total of 300. So that's not the setup for this one. This setup is different. This is when you have the money equals more money. Alright, so we got to figure out, well, what did we spend and how much did we spend? So we got the cars. How much did the cars rent for? How much for the cars? Plus how much for the vans? And then your other, what is the total cost for both of them? Remember, thank you. Remember, if this is money, I want to know how much money was being spent totally. So money. What are the other two monies? 150 and 300. And then the other equation just represents the total. How many C's? I don't know. How many V's? I don't know. But I know when I add them together, it was a total of 30 vehicles rented. So this equation, we did this one together, but this one you got to figure out how much were the cars and how much were the vans. Okay. Now when you get to number 8 is just like 7. Number 8, a pet store sells something ain't right with that sells, sorry. A pet store sells cats for $50 and dogs for $100. On Saturday, the store sold a total of 4 pets and made $300. So number 8 setup is just like number 7. But number 9 is set up just like number 6. And remember, on number 6, we had totals of what did we buy, totals of what did we buy. So number 9 is going to be like that one also. I want to let you guys try that one before. Okay, number 10. Number 10, the setup for number 10 is just like the money. If I look at it, I see money, and more money. However, y'all got to be careful for number 10 because it says a movie theater sells tickets for $8 each. So we got the $8 tickets. And then the seniors receive a discount of $2. That doesn't mean that the senior tickets are $2 each. No. The senior tickets are $2 off of this one. A discount means subtract 2. So that should be 6Y. And if this is money, what is the other number that represents my money? 3580. Then my other one just tells me X plus Y equals a total of how many. This is how much. This is how many. This one all represents, well, how much for these? $8. How much for those? $6. And how much did you make? 3580. This is how many. And that's what I want to find out. How many of each type of ticket were sold? This one does not have a 0 pair, so you need to make one. Should be easy because these are just the invisible ones. And if this is an 8X, I need this to be a... Uh-oh, y'all sleep already. If this is an 8X, I need this to be a thank you, -8. The top equation will stay the same. but the bottom will everything get, even this one, don't forget, because I saw some people making the mistake, they forgot to multiply this one times negative 8 also. 525 times negative 8, 4,200. What was that? And then now I see a zero pair. Do you see a zero pair? The x's will cancel out, which means this is going to be a y. Let me go ahead and calculate what this is. And then my next step, don't forget, divide. So I'm getting y equals 310. Y equals 310. Now if I use my 310, I'm going to plug it in there. I'm not going to use the one that we changed. I'm going to use the original one, which is x plus y equals 525. So x plus parentheses equals 525. The 310 goes in the parentheses. Then there's nothing to multiply, so this is just, I'm just going to subtract the 310. So x equals 215. Have a great day. 215, 215. Oh, that's not an I. 310 and 215. I hope I'm right this time because in first period I got it wrong. So that means the regular tickets, I'm sorry, they sold 215 of the regular tickets and 310 of the senior discount tickets. Okay. Number 11. Let's make sure you set it up right first. Number 11 is just like number 10, the money, money, money. But this time they talk about points, points, points. Points, points, and points. All need to be in the same equation. Very similar to the money, money, money. But in this case, it's not really money, it's points. So we got some 2-point problems, plus we got some 4-point problems. And it equals a total of 100 points. This is how you know the equation's right, because 2 represent points, 4 represent points, and 100 represents points. Then it tells you there's a total of 40 questions. I don't know how many of the X's or how many of the Y's, but I know there's a total of 40 of those types of questions. Then from here, we're trying to create a zero pair. Most problems on the test tomorrow, yes, you got to make a zero pair before you can start eliminating. Yes, we have a test tomorrow. So glad you know that. So this one stays the same. However, this one down here, what do you want to multiply by? Yep, if this is positive 2, I know I want to multiply everything down here times the negative 2. So that's negative 2x minus 2y equals negative 80. And then I can try to find, actually zero pair, I ain't got to try to find it, it's right there. You're trying to go ahead a little bit, so hopefully you added these up. 4 minus 2, or 4 plus negative 2. Then 10 minus 80, or 10 plus negative 80. What is it? 20. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Y equals 10. But I'm not done yet, because I got to take this y equals 10 and plug it back in either top or bottom, one that we did not change. If you're going to use the top, that's great. Just do not use the one that we changed. You can use the bottom as long as it hasn't been changed. Once again, you don't have to multiply anything because there's not a number here. So we can just subtract the 10. X equals 30. is the solution. Question. What about 8 and 9? Did I show you 8 and 9 already? Yeah, I did. All right, that should be it.